Hey guys, my name is Mercy. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited for you to be here, and in this video, since it is interview season, first of all, best of luck. I know right now with everything that's going on around the world that it just feels like a mess. Try to be in the now as you go through this amazing journey that you're going through. The most important thing during these interviews, so obviously now they're on Teams, nobody's having a in-person, well, I don't think I know of any programs that are having in-person interviews, so they're all via Teams, so you get to be at the comfort of your home, which is actually great because you don't have to pay for a hotel, you don't have to pay for flights, you don't have to worry about getting there and how to get there, what car to rent, all the time situation. You definitely have more of an opportunity to schedule more interviews now as compared to before, just because of the fact that you can fit a lot in because you don't have to worry about travel time. The most important thing I think during these interviews is to be yourself. So it's kind of finding a medium ground where you're not completely quiet and awkward and boring, and you're not so damn hyper where your interviewers are unable to get any word in. I'm not saying to kind of be like this like really bubbly person when you're not. It's just showing your genuine interest, so kind of like being really there. And so with your body language, as much as you can on Teams or whatever you're using, you can kind of show like that you're engaged and be yourself and not just constantly thinking to please the interviewer. Rather kind of be in the mindset that I'm gonna be my best personal self, and I hope that they can see that, be who you are and not regret by being someone that you're not and then ending up like screwing up the whole interview because you were overthinking it and you were trying to get in that mind space of like just being what they want you to be. Does that make sense? So before the interview, have like a little pep talk and cheer yourself on and be positive and show them that you would be a great fit in their program. And you have to understand that you are also interviewing them. Do you really want to be stuck in this program for 3, 4, 5 years if you don't like it? So you are looking for information to help you identify what you need and what you are looking for in a program as well. It's not just a one-sided interview. It is an interview that you guys are both doing and trying to figure out a good match. Try to get the programs that you are really interested kind of in the middle. Not too late, like in the beginning middle. As you progress, like you'll kind of get a taste of what the interview is like, and you'll get some practice under your belt, so that way you have some practices before you get to those ones, because then you can kind of feel yourself out and you can be more prepared for it. So now, what kind of questions do you usually get? I know there's like a whole list of questions that you can search up in regards to like what could be asked during interviews, and these questions you definitely want to review, and you definitely want to have, especially some of these questions you definitely want an answer to, so that way you're kind of practicing and you're not kind of caught off guard. I actually have in my blog, so you can check it out at mercymd.com, where I have like a set of questions that I was asked. Go ahead and check those out, because those were like literally the questions that I got asked from each and every interviews that I went to. There's going to be a link in the description box that is directly to that post, so that way you can get more information. I have a lot more tips on there as well, so check that out. In terms of questions, definitely know why you want to go into that specialty. I feel like that's something everyone wants to know, especially people that are in family medicine. Question that I just got really stuck on that I won't forget is, if someone were to hate you, why would they hate you? What is it about you that they don't like you? And I was just completely thrown off guard, and I'm like, and I literally sat there like kind of like, and I looked like an idiot because I was just like, wow. And then I kind of switched up the question on him, and I was just like, is it okay if I answer it to like someone that loves me, who has an issue with like something that I'm struggling with or something like that? Like I kind of turned it around because I couldn't, I just like completely, yeah, thrown off by that. And all of your questions or all of your answers, if there's any like failures, if there's any mistakes, if there's anything, you kind of want to say how you have overcome it or how you're working on overcoming it. So that kind of entails that you're this person that is willing to learn from your mistakes, because everybody has mistakes. Just make sure to kind of show that you are growing and that you are and becoming even stronger than you were the day before. So that's kind of the thought process you want to have. have. Make sure to review your application so that way you're not caught off guard by them pointing at something. Like maybe there's something in your schedule, maybe there's something in your personal statement. One of the most important thing I think a lot of programs do is why their program, because you're looking at so many programs and you're interviewing at so many programs. You want to make sure you write bullet points about why that program, what stands out about that program. What I did was I had a small notebook and I had my questions written out on there. So that way you have questions, so you have multiple questions. If you come up with 1 or 2 questions, those 2 questions might be easily answered. So now if you ask those very questions, they're going to be like, were you not listening? So it's really important to come up with several questions. So it's also about finding the right question, because sometimes all the answers there on their website. So you can even just like point out like, oh, I did see on your website that it says blah, blah, blah. I was wondering blah, 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 and ask a question that way. So you kind of have to get smart with your questions. During the interview season, you're also going to talk to residents. It's really, really important to be able to communicate with them. And obviously at this point, this is when you need to be really paying attention, because you get to see how they kind of interact with each other, whether your personalities will match with them. When I interviewed, sometimes I wasn't getting a proper feel of the residents because not all of them were there, or like they had various schedules. So it was kind of really hard to see everyone. So sometimes it can be hard, whether in person or obviously definitely hard if you're doing virtual, to kind of see how they interact with each other. So it can be hard, but when you see a group of residents, make sure you see how like vibrant they are with each other as well. Residents, I feel, are going to be super real with what they think. Be more personable when you're talking to residents, because they're not the ultimate decision maker, but their opinions are going to count towards whether they want you in or not. You know what I mean? And I think personally, actually tomorrow I'm going to be part of the residents who get to interview candidates. So it's really weird to be on the other end now, but one thing that I'm going to be looking for in the candidates is, are they personable? Are they someone that I can like joke around with, and someone that is lighthearted and fun? So I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If there's a lot of questions, then I might make a part 2 and answer those questions. Also, go ahead and check out my blog. You'll probably get a lot more information on there. So go ahead and check that out for some helpful tips during interview season. And let me know if there's any other videos that you want in regards to the interview season. Thank you guys once again. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button, and definitely hit that bell button so that way you are notified every time I post. And I'll see you guys on my Instagram channel. Go ahead and follow it, and then on my next videos. Bye guys.